All right. How do I look? Tell me, can you see me? Yes. All right. Very good. Very good. Very good. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Mr. President.
Asking you to start your video so everyone can be graced by your presence.
Okay. And this is a rough draft, right?
This is just a rough recording. I can edit it, whatever. We're not live.
Very good. Use
Very
hand
good.
gestures, send reactions during a video call to turn on reactions. Okay. Tap up for video effects and tap reactions. Okay. Turn on reactions. Yes. Turn on reactions. Use hand gestures. Okay.
Yes. Very
We're
good.
going. Are we going to go like this? We do like this, of course.
Yes.
All right. Very nice.
Very nice.
Very
My
nice. Okay.
lighting is not
So
the best. Doesn't matter.
no, you're right. So I don't know. At 7 o'clock, I'll have my soldiers are coming here. People have been announcing themselves to me. They've been coming and finding me and telling me that they've been asking me for the last 3 days. Is it over? Is it over? Is it over? And I said, you found me. A guy found me the other day, getting a blowjob between by a pool. My libido went crazy, and then
Would
I
you
thought
would you
that
like to express how many you received in one day?
6, and then I had 4 Mormon girls in the bathroom.
For what, sorry?
4 Mormon girls in the bathroom.
Mormon. Okay.
Yeah, the Mormons are crazy. I can make a Mormon come without her even knowing that I'm around her.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like it's a thing. It's like and then it's very interesting because I didn't know how to start, but it was an autistic woman who really egged me on one day, and I can communicate. I can
Can we
communicate
not?
with
All right.
dogs.
All right. Clearing it up. Very
Oh,
good.
here,
Going
let's get on. Let's start recording. We'll start
We're
recording. Okay,
recording. Let's start. Okay, welcome everyone. Here we are. We
are we
have
recording?
yes.
We can't afford to not record.
Okay. Would you like me to
Are
do
we
an
are we
intro?
recording now?
Well, we're recording now, and we have a very important message and update for the world.
Yes. Hi, everybody. How are you? My name is Mr. President Jesus Wellington Christ. I am the 45th official president of the United States of America, uncontested, irrevocable, on immutable ledger, which is guaranteed and verifiable on our only blockchain ledger, the only truth and honesty in finance, in numbers, in this planet and on this world. For the last epoch, since
Oh,
before I've arrived, the epoch started at the year 0, this latest epoch, with the proof of immaculate conception possibilities within the feminine biome and biochemistry engineered by my family, by our divine family and our divine orientation of nature, which is that of a technocracy. We are not Republicans, we are not Democrats, we're not independents, we are of Christhood.
very good. We're stewards of the truth, and we've had
The,
enough.
the truth. The
Yes.
truth is that this is a sad story when we look at it, but today is a very
Yes.
special day. This is a very
So
sad story
it
because
seems as if something went very terribly wrong. Some people might say.
something went very terribly wrong, and that was the stealing of IP, the stealing of intellectual property. The men were not men the way they are today. They and women were actually the only origin of birth on this planet. This planet didn't have anything. This solar system was populated from Pluto all the way to Mercury. Mercury didn't have not population of people that you would see, but it had different varying of life forms and still has uh, undensed energy that has feeling with its neurons and protons and
Where are you?
electrons. And oh, I'm in my garage. This is my Rancho del Jefe. I'm the
Oh,
Jefe,
very good.
the Lion King, of course. And we talk
Yeah.
about nature actually here. I'll give you a little tour of my home. Everybody likes to do that. Everyone, if you get to my
Yes.
ranch, you're a very lucky person actually.
I is this
This is
the
my this
ranch
is
that
my
you
new
bought
car. I
today?
got very excited the other day, so I bought a car.
Very good. Today.
Yeah, I'm buying a Ferrari today too.
6 blowjobs and a new car. Wow. You're on top of the world.
Hey, look, we're going to talk about sex, but let's not. I don't want to start there because I want to start with some of the serious things.
You looked very
Let's see
comfortable
what we can.
starting there. It's fine.
I know. It's not that it's not uncomfortable. I'm not uncomfortable with sex. I think it's actually the most important thing that we actually cover. Let's talk about that actually. We are a population of people that have been deprived of something very, very important. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Did you hear that?
Yes,
So we've been deprived of our power. And nature, as you hear, will
I've got
start
thunder.
roaring for me as I get more and more near. To talk in rhythm, it's because we are of a nation that has lost its sensations, the sensations that drive the skin of God to tickle, the the receptacles of senses that belong to our nebulous star mother and our father who's North Star, the star that keeps the compass, my dear. Are you okay? Hello? Whoa. Hey, look. Yeah, okay. We're hanging up. Bye.
Sorry, Chris. I just had my son come in and was showing me some things. I hope you were taking the reins. You're frozen. Oh, no. Christopher, come back. Christopher.
Let's talk about pre-production. Let's do a little pre-production. So what is the format here? What are we I guess we're making the announcements and then is this going to go anywhere? Are we going to be
Yes,
publishing
I can
this?
put this on my YouTube. However, it's just a small YouTube. My other one was
Okay,
shut down. So, yeah.
great. So we're addressing the Australian people.
Oh, well, my followers are all around the world. But yeah, I can share it to Facebook and stuff like that. There's
So
10,000.
what are you wearing? Let's get dressed.
I have some Harley Davidson uh, trackies on.
Okay. You're
Harley
cute. I like
Davidson.
it. All right,
And
you
just
looking good?
little
You got nice.
exercise.
Your chest is looking good. You look thick. You look thick, girl.
Yeah, I've been eating.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so what I want to do, I'm going to offer you something. I'm going to offer you a position. I
Oh,
want you to be
okay.
my publicist. I want you to be my manager. And this is going to be a 6 month position, and
Oh
we take it
gosh.
month by month. Okay, it'd be
Very
25,000
organized.
$25,000 per month. But you have to be with me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Oh
And
God.
tell, but we're not going to be we're going to be in very nice places, relaxing most of the
Okay.
time because
What if I
our
need a breath and I need some space?
well, you're not going to be able to do that because
Oh,
we're protecting our planet. The infestation is still here. I know it because I still have there's still things that are not perfect with me right now.
okay. So what? So a breath is good though, coming together
Yeah,
in
breasts
and
are
out.
very good. If you ever
Yes.
can't get me to shut up, you just stick your titty right in my mouth.
Continuing on.
Yeah, well, that's the
That's
first
not
thing. If I
happening, but that's not
Well,
happening.
you're my publicist, and that's what publicists do. They
They
keep their
don't.
clients from talking too much,
I think that's
or they,
just wanting milky.
yeah, milk is good. Mother's milk is much better than cow's milk.
Yes, that is true.
Yes, that's right. And we don't need to kill cows. But we don't need to steal cow's milk to give to baby humans when we have mothers to do that.
And we don't need to
We're changing
sacrifice the
everything. So
cows
let's go ahead.
anymore.
Let's go ahead and stand up. I want you to stand up because I want you to stand up like I'm standing up, and then we're gonna breathe for a
No,
minute
I don't
so we can.
understand.
Yep, I'm the boss. You get $25,000 a month. I'm only giving myself $144,000 a year. I'm paying you privately because I'm paying myself out of the government salary. I have my, don't worry, I have trillions,
I
so I'm not
used to
worried
be
about
on
anything.
Zoom standing up all the time. I used to do my client
Like,
readings standing up all the time.
yes. So this is just you and I getting into a reflection zone, okay?
No, I
And we're gonna
can't.
say a prayer. We're gonna pray because you've lost your prayer. You've not been praying, and I can feel it. And mom told me that I need to pray with you.
Okay, very good.
Okay. So we're going to start with recognizing something that I didn't know very well, and I just learned it the other day. And this is a beautiful story, and
Hmm.
we'll tell it later, also on film it. How do I look? First of all, so you're my first reflection. So it's
I'm
up to you to make
just
sure that.
aligning.
But I need to look phenomenal. This is the first day of the rest of the world forever.
Okay, fine, fine, fine,
This,
fine.
and let's see here. Let's always make sure that we are in full frame and more. Backgrounds and effects. Blur can be nice sometimes. How's that? Is that any better? Or no, it's kind of a little cheesy. It's a little cheesy,
That
isn't it?
it's a little cheesy. We like to see your house. We like to see some things. Wow,
Okay.
yes. Right.
It's
That's
good,
great.
right? Is
Yes.
that good? Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel a little better?
Yeah. Can we get the blur off though?
Yeah.
We don't need the
Yeah.
blur.
Yeah.
No,
There's...
it's going on with my neck. Hmm.
You know what? I have a better room.
Yes.
We're going to the music room. And I have a standing device in here. Oh,
Maybe
and I
I,
got all my. Oh, and I got we're going to be on the Saturday Night Live in December. Uh, Leon is giving me one more chance because I got cold feet in October. New York and New York, and I'm going to sing for you. We're going to sing too, okay?
yes. Yes.
Okay, so
Uh,
these are the room. Oh, this one. This might be good. And my mother has the picture too. My mother took a picture of me. I want my Buddha. I
I'm
like
just
it.
doing some stretches.
Yeah. I would like some beer. I need something to relax myself.
Okay.
Coffee's good. Oh, we have right there on technologies. This is good. Allow for access. Oh yeah, some sexy stuff too. That's cool. Oh, this one's funny. We got some funny stuff. So, because I've been doing some competitions here the last few days. I did the tightest pussy competition the other night.
Oh,
Um,
gosh.
we did the most enthusiastic pussy competition, and then we did the most curious pussy competition, and then we did a pussy burning,
Okay.
panty burning. So what we're doing, we're building up the feminism side of house, and the reason why we're doing that, and why it's so important, is because women have lost their sense of it, and this has been an active prosecution and persecution, an oppression, a suppression, and um, and a possession of women that is can't be stood for any longer. That your sexual energy is only there for men to use to sell products and goods that nobody wants, needs, and kills the earth to get. But yet you only have your sexual energy for your one man, while you could go out and sleep with 10 men at any time if you wanted to. And no man could go out and get laid 10 times unless they're me. You understand? So it's not fair, is what I'm saying.
Who is that?
This is my favorite enthusiastic pussy. Because
Don't.
she
Don't
won.
put
She won,
don't
and
put them up.
do you know she did? She gave does it have her? Does it show her face? Yeah. Okay. Cool. And this is a Columbia. She's from
Don't
Columbia.
put don't
She's
put
from
anything
Columbia.
derogatory.
She's from Columbia University.
Okay.
Most of them were all university students, and then we had a couple of students that we had a couple. We had two girls that submitted and made it to the top 10. Were homeless, by the way. And we
Interesting.
talked. Yeah,
The
we talked about.
Christ sits at every table.
Yes, that's right. And people
Yes.
ask all the why does the Christ do that? Because when we had a constitution in the United States of America. Are we recording?
Yes. Oh, are we? Yes. Yes, we are.
So like this is better, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So let's start fresh.
Okay, welcome. We are gathered
And I
here
can't
today.
Thank you.
We gathered here today for an important message for the collective, for the world, for every child, every son, every daughter.
Hi, good morning. Good morning. It's 4:55 where I'm at. I'm in Tucson, Arizona, which is on the west coast of the United States of America, just east of California. And it's 4:55, which is a time that's important to me. And I am a I work in the world that many people aren't familiar with. I
Okay.
work in spatial constructs that have gone in time space that is different than what people think about, and so that makes numbers significant to me. And so we're in what's called a designated location of time that is chained for immutable ledger and artifactual uh, acknowledgement. And we're in a very special day in a very special way. And people are going to feel it, which is the coolest thing. And that's what's so cool,
Yes.
everybody. And I'm excited to share it with you because you're going to feel this easing of pressure that has been it has changed who you were meant to be. It has changed what your design capabilities were for, and it had changed the direction of destiny that was so sweet and then so poor for so
Yes.
long. And what that means is we are all energy, and you'll hear that by other people as well. And it's true. And energy doesn't sit still, it is constantly moving.
Yes.
And your your energy for a very long time and it's now being released, and that's the good news, was being as I'm watching our beautiful my beautiful wife, by the way, uh stretch and get her chakras realigned, and even her eyes are rolling in the back of her head. She's really sexy when you see a woman doing that. And it's really sexy when you see a woman stretching. And as she's doing that, I'm doing the same thing. And what it's doing is I'm getting it's so we're going to have a whole new opportunity to interact with people where we move and we're not judged for it, where we move on TV, where we walk on our grass without our shoes on, and where we have abundance all around us because we're not extractionists at our core, but we have been trained as a population of people to be consumers as opposed to creators. And
Yes.
I work with people and I talk with people all day long, and they always wonder why I am always in abundance. And it's because I never forgot who I was, and I never stopped being who I was, because it was a special destiny for me that was very important for this very day, which is that I was going to have to come out and say what I've been doing for many years, and doing so in a very hard way, because on the surface I have to look great all the time. But I've been in very sad places and dark places throughout my time, as I've been in jails for months on end in places like Greece, and I've been in dark, deep holes in places like Mexico for months, and I've been contracted by countries that are adversaries to our United States of America to protect our nature. So I take contracts oftentimes that make me a subject of investigation by our federal government because they want to protect intellectual property that doesn't belong to mankind. It belongs to God. And I protect God. I'm a God worker.
You've been doing very well with your trials, traumas, and tribulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I like to hear that because it's you have too, and I'm here to
Thank you.
salute you all. Thank
Yay.
you. Yeah, everybody has done a great job, and everybody did. Everybody
Hmm.
who made it this far. If you're
Hmm.
alive today and you're breathing, well, I salute you
Yeah.
because what I'm going to tell you is that you are now in a position where you have a choice. And the choice is really beautiful. It's a choice of recognizing what you're made out of. And what you're made out of is love. and that love
Hmm.
is a material thing, not just a spiritual thing. And the trick that was told to you throughout your days on earth is that you needed to take care of your spirit while they were over there fighting for oil, not caring about your skins. And that's not what God wanted. God doesn't kill any version or dimension of us. And Mother Nebula doesn't kill or murder any dimension of us. We are interdimensional in all ways and all forms, and God is always good, and heaven is always good. And we have
Always.
cried, and we are also a crier for our planet, our mother. This planet is a mother to. She's a feminine planet, and this is a feminine planet of population by feminine energy too. And that's the difference between this planet and the planetary systems that fill our galaxies and fill our universes, both in the plane of universe that you're feeling and existing in right now, but also dimensions and universes that everyone else is everywhere else. And today is the day that we get to say that the Illuminati infestation is now not going to
Lost.
be. It's gone.
It's
So you will
gone.
not feel that tension. And what you were feeling and what you felt before and the difference that you're going to realize and that you're going to experience is that you are having we built in you and when we built people, people were of a different sort. We're now there was no social constructs that said that there was bickering or fighting. We were harmonious. Harmonious means that when one person moves, when I move, you move, just like that. When I
Hmm.
move, you move, just like that. And it's all harmonious, just like a choreography at all times. And the chaos that was brought by the Illuminati was purposeful because they fed on the chaos because it released you from your ability to be divine. And divine will is the will of God and the will of you because you were built by God. And what happened with Illuminati when they got here is they're an alien species. And they're an alien species that have a different God than we do, a different creator. And I know that
I
goes
saw
against the,
some lizard uh, statue things like on your wall, and they
that's
really
that's not, we also don't discriminate against creatures that God made. And the
no,
creatures that
no,
we
not
have here, we're talking about primordial. So let's go back to one thing, first of all. We're not going to talk about, we don't believe that geckos and lizards and um, and even snakes are bad. We love them very much, and they get a bad reputation because these are the things that the Illuminati does. This is propaganda campaign 101. And just a little brief history on me. I'm 44 years old. I was born in El Paso, Texas, in 2013, and I grew up in Arizona from 2013 to 29 when I graduated from, or 2028 when I graduated from Soro High School. And then I lived in California for 5 years. And then from that time, and then from 5 years on, I moved to Washington, D.C. till today, 2057. And the numbers that I'm talking about are numbers that you haven't heard before because we're in an epoch that started in the year zero, and I lived here before on this planet.
you're
And you
from the
know me,
future, you
uh,
would say.
well, actually, that is not quite right. There is a
The
future
eternal
time.
now, the eternal now.
Mm, no, because this is cool. I know you're asking really good questions, and ladies and gentlemen, the questions that Emily is asking are questions you probably don't even understand because she's talking in a way that she's very enlightened. She's very close to God. She has a relationship with God.
Okay.
There's people and don't feel like you're not special. Everybody is so special, but some people have unique purposes because they had imagined something before they were created. And there's a place called Mahika. And Magika was even before divinity. And divinity is a what you would call a tribe, we'd call it just a family, we're like a family orientation. And
Yeah.
there's other ones too, the beautiful ones, and they're all beautiful. And but we're realtors basically. We're realtors and we're advanced reality designers of people and places, and we get contracted to. I've
Of the
been
Matrix.
contracted to. Yeah, the Matrix. The Matrix is, and this was a
Matrix.
dimension here on Earth. It was a we called the 20th dimension. It's a locked dimension because
I'm
everything
just
was locked.
I'm guided to just grab a drink, but you can keep
Okay,
expressing to
but
the
I'm going to answer
collective.
I'll answer your question really quick. And if I ever talk too much, like I said, just
No, I just need to go get a drink, that's all.
okay, yeah. Um, so yeah, so to answer your question, no, we evolve. Heaven evolves just like Earth evolves. It's just like
Mm.
everything evolves. So when I left in 33, in the year 33, which is another year that nobody's heard of, because they fucked with our timeline. The Illuminati did some really bad things. They were very mean to me, by the way. They hated
Take the
they loved,
stage. Keep talking. Take the stage. I'll be back in a sec.
they, they hated the fact that people were better than them, that our designs were better than them, because they never were able to figure out how to achieve life beyond a certain existence. They live in entropy and decay and rot. Does that make sense? And so, in order for them to continue living, they continue to extract. So, their world mathematics is one that ends up without anything. It goes to zero, just like fiat finances and money go to zero, and just like everything else. And that's why the ones that own our Federal Reserve, uh, where there's no money in it anyway, are the ones that have put you in this entropic planet and world. It's not entropic in the nature of things. So what you're going to experience now is you're going to experience growth, and that's fucking cool. That's really cool. Because it's fun to ascend and it's cool to get to new levels. Because when you do, you better watch out. You never know what's going to happen, what's going to drop in front of your plate in order for you to get to another level too. It might be a new girl, a new friend. It could be a job opportunity. It could be a flying lesson in a flying car, or even a negotiation offer with a contract with Mother Earth to release your tether to her epic center of gravity so you can just lift off and walk on water like I do. Yes, it's true. So, you know, I say things that take me to a learning space. And that's what consciousness is. And what our war was about over the last epoch of time, and the reason why I died in 33 was because I was telling people the truth about what they are. And if everybody knew what they are, then they would no longer be subjected to buying and trading and selling things that had no meaning or value because they didn't belong to anybody anyway. The Illuminati were invaders on this planet. They didn't belong here, and this wasn't their planet to be on. And we own this planet anyway. This planet is my planet, and it was my family's planet anyway, because our father is not some man that doesn't have titles and deeds and rights. We're a real estate organization called North Star, and we have settlements in this star too. And we have celestial contracts and celestial rights. And that includes the creation of properties and the designs of archetypes and people that have destination design futures built in that are immutable and choreographed in a way that lets them experience life in a blissful manner of continual opportunity of growth and expansion, and growth and expansion that leads to
What do you want to
new
do now?
waves of exploration. And so what that means is that inside of your DNA, we put locations that have variable data that the Illuminati would have never found because they didn't. What they did was they reverse engineered me. as Christ to bring men here. And Womaniksa, the feminine energy that was spawned here on earth, they didn't have afflictions or disease or carry any of these things. There's none of that, and it doesn't exist in our worlds because we don't create that. And honestly, the creation of that is one of the mind. It's not one of the body. But then the body runs programs that your mind tells it to do. And what they did was they connected themselves to your tethers. They became your gods, your overlords, and they were eating your life source, and they were eating your
Yeah.
bodies, literally. They're
Yeah.
literally eating your skin and your meat and your brains and your cells, and they were turning your cells against themselves. And they didn't want you to know what you were capable of, because if you did, you would kill them. And if because you would feel what they were
11:11.
doing to you. Yeah, 11:11 reset.
It's
And
11:11
that's,
here right now, PM.
yeah, beautiful. It's always 11:11 in heaven. That's what we say.
Yes.
And so death is not a word I had before. And in divinity, we are capable of many things. We're tough. Let me tell you, you don't want to cross, our tribes, because we protect our people and we protect them with everything that we have. And this is not a safe place for sentient creatures across galaxies everywhere. And this is a place that when I came back and I recognized the actualization of the person that I needed to be here, and I became enthralled with the opportunity of seeing you wake up in a way that was given to me as that I in some ways saw as a blessing, and in some ways I said, what in the fuck is going on? Because I am just getting so upset and so mad at what is happening here, and the way that, because we have some motherfuckers here on this planet that know, and we
Yes,
do not
everyone
take.
more know than I mean, I see everyone
Our
knows
leaders
eventually.
know. I've been talking to everybody like they're a bunch of babies.
Yeah, I get it. That is true. That is an experience.
We do that too sometimes.
We do. We act like just little kids sometimes.
Think, oh, yeah. Listen, you all know. Turn your fucking egos off. I'm not going to coddle you anymore. That was a coddling. That was me being the little baby Jesus that everybody needed to heal. So you're done healing now. Okay. So now everyone's get the respect they deserve. This is my planet. You're my people. Okay. You had your IP was hacked. Your bodies were hacked. I'm sitting here. I'm watching Emily talking to me, and she's stretching it out.
I gotta get it out. It's like all in my name.
Yeah, it feels good though, right?
Yeah, it feels so good.
We stand up. Stand up, shake it up. When you called me, you saw me. I was running around. There's I literally right in my house, right behind my house right now. You have the boom, boom. Yeah, I'm literally hearing the space shows out there. And when
Yeah.
I was talking to mom and dad, she's like, "Are you guys ready to hear it roar? Let's go start roaring. You ready? Are you ready, Emily? Are you ready to start hearing it roar? Are you ready to see me get my crown on?
Ready?
Are you ready to meet my? Are you ready to see what happens? I'm not gonna. Hey, hold on. Let me talk to mom. Mom, can I tell him what I say? What did I say? Should I say what dad tells me to say? Okay, do you think that's funny? Is that a good line? Because I came up with that. Does JC one like it? Does Emily want JC one more on me? Because would I get jealous of him? Does it
Yes.
matter?
You're zealous, God.
Nuh-uh. JC said, nah. He said I get to spank the fuck out of you.
No, bro.
Too bad.
It's
Nuh-uh. Oh,
blasphemy.
we've already done it. No, JC said, don't forget. He said, you already did it. Yep. Uh-huh. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. She did. Oh, she did. You invented three words. You said
What?
that you never split it. You said you never twitted a splat so hard. Well, hold on, JC's getting it. You said you twitted and splatted so hard that you literally, oh, she said,
Chris, are you saying this in front
oh,
of your
when
mum?
Axel, that
Is your
was
mum
funny
listening?
too. Oh yeah. So look, interdimensionality is kind of fun too because we there's and I haven't. You're gonna get there very quick. So we go through little phases. I can talk to the people who are even investigating me oftentimes. I talk to them, and there's times when I share information with them, and they want to know how do I know how are the system grid is responding and acting and behaving. And I'll tell them because fuck it, at some point you're just like, we're doing your interactions. My security company is called Evans and Chambers Technology. I'm the head of intelligence there, and I've signed contracts with them to team for a very large, very influential healthcare behavioral change organization called North Stream Global Partners in 2014. And we developed database architecture, interoperability systems, communications, cyber patrol, cybersecurity for CIA, State Department, Homeland Security, with acquisition workforce, formerly Compass SE Systems Consulting. My brother, partner,
Chris,
colleague, and I
you've
work
turned
with
you've turned very techy.
yeah, so just a small background. I was going through my background a little bit,
Yeah, you go a
just to
little
let
bit
you know,
techy.
just a little bit, just to let you know,
Just
the things that you've been told by your governments are lies.
yes.
We build good systems. We have good men and good people in our armed forces. Often, all our armed forces are good people. The people that you elect are the worst people on the planet.
What do you think
If
of
they're
Trump?
right, Trump is a bigot. He is an Illuminati.
Interesting. I
And
thought
so
you
is
would have been like
so is every president since let me
hands on.
ask you, uh, since John F. Kennedy has been Illuminati.
Do you like John
So
F. Kennedy?
no, of course I love John F. Kennedy. He was a Christ. Hey,
That's interesting. A certain
look,
someone from the past used to, well,
there's the light of Christ never goes out. Okay, you
no,
can't
it doesn't.
you've seen me say this that you cannot
Yeah,
put a Christ light out, and that's because we pass torch. This body and this skin uh, is not meant to die; it's meant to thrive. Okay, but
yeah.
there was the infestation was so bad and so dense and so deep and so chaotic that every move of your inertia, every thought that you had was infested by this. Your body was a roach motel of this nasty fucking breed of disgusting men who came over to oppress, and oppress the woman body. They marry and they pick on the best, the most beautiful, the most divine. My
Mm,
mother, you look
yeah.
at her bookshelf, you see what she reads. She is her education is that of a bodhisattva, of a Durga, of the Indian goddess of Durga, of Buddha himself, of Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, of the she I call her the illusionist, the hesitant Messiah, is what I
Wow.
tell her she
The
is. She's a
hesitant
matriarch.
Messiah.
And then she has this disgusting fucking rapist, child molesting man, my father, who's been eating my fucking
Okay.
life, who's been eating my life force since I was a baby because he's Illuminati and I'm a hybrid. And so this
Where
is,
is your dad
but
right now?
oh, we're not, I have to be, I just, yeah, we're not going to talk about him because when we go there, well, there's going to be a very, very, very good surprise that people are going to be paying to see.
Just give it up to God.
Yeah, well, I am. Look, so my leash has been pretty much uh, unrestricted at this point, especially
Okay.
with there you go. I came outside and the cock-a-doodle-doo,
Yeah.
cock-a-doodle-doo, Good
And then the
morning,
thunder started.
America.
Yeah.
Off
Well,
we go.
so what is your
I
plans for the day? What is your intention?
Well,
What are you doing?
3 o'clock in the morning, I started running into the house, and I was like, yelling, and I started hearing all the little things going on outside. The fire hydrant the sirens started going off. The birds started chirping, and everything was howling, everything was yelling. The universe was screaming, and I was like, yes, we won, we fucking won. And then I started getting phone calls, I started making some phone calls, and we connected with our, the frontliners that I don't know, that I had to call and say, if you know how, you would never, there's never an army ever in the fucking planetary systems of anywhere, any place, anytime, anywhere that will ever beat us. They can never get ever fucking close to us. We are divine, we are gods.
Love it.
And the way we
Really
do it,
love
we
it.
don't tell you. The way my dad fights.
This is my
Woo!
father's house.
And I ain't talking about the human man that likes to sit around with this little skinny fucking thin forehead skin. Where every time he touches my mother, she goes, ugh, and she has
Okay, can you
arthritis
stop talking about your dad?
because he's sucking the fucking life force, blood force, love force, and fucking muscle tone out of her when she's a divine woman who would be looking like she was 19 years old at the year 122 if she wanted to. Understand?
Yeah.
That's what we're
Yeah.
built for. She could look like she's 6 years old at the year 4000 where we come from. You get it? Heaven is real. Whoa, whoa. We are home, we are free. This is a message for everybody who can hear me this morning.
Very
The
good.
infestation that you have been suffering in a nation that turned its back on its citizens, that turned its back on the fights for our rights, for our civil rights, for the love of the lights that said you cannot fight darkness with darkness, only light can do that. You cannot fight hate with hate, only love can do that.
And you can't take us down.
Well, that man and what he stood for was a Christ as well.
Very good.
Because he was given a vision of something, of an abundance, it said, harmony and love is really what you are made out of. Can't you see it? Don't you know? Can't you feel it? Why do you say no to love every single day when you say no to God in your own unique ways for everything that you do? Every time you pray and you get up and say, well, I didn't get it right away.
Yeah.
But because you didn't expect to get it before you started to pray.
Come in.
What is your faith? Is what we say. Do you understand? Do you understand, baby? Mm-hmm. So I'm proud to be an American where I hear our freedom ring. And I'll never forget the men who died to let our country be free again. Because we got to stand up next to me. And on this day I say, it's an early Christmas day. We're having to Emily, Davy. She always leaves me. But that's okay. It's her first day on the job. Emily, we have got to make it legal. So this is how we do it. We make it legal. All right. $44,000 a year.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Offered $25,000 a month. Look, we got look. We're loaded. Okay. What we developed and how I developed it. Since we're out of the weeds of intellectual property disputes, I win at all intellectual property disputes. I've already. We do have future incognation times. We cognate futures because we basically the way that heaven works is so perfect that your destiny is a zone space, but you can access it at different times within time space. Does that make sense?
Yes.
But we also get to, which also gives us very cool things. It gives us variations in love life and how we meet people and stuff, and then the spark of spontaneity and synchronicity is what's so beautiful because we get to learn to love something that I love so much, which is serendipity. And I'm going to tell you the story of how me and Emily met. I was
Okay.
I was on Facebook and I looked at her profile and I wanted to send her a note on something because she had something on her thing that said Christ cars. And it was a picture and she looked like a really sexy model and she's a sexy model. And that night I was out and I won't lie, I drive fast and I drive furious and
Oh
I race
God, yeah.
cars
Personal.
and I teach
The
people.
Alex.
I've given people lessons in other countries on how to drive vehicles while inebriated, and that's because sometimes you have to do that if you're doing black operations or dark operations. You have to be in environments where you know that there's not another way out because of where you're at and where you're going. And for many years, you start to realize, especially if you travel or you live like I do. I think I've been to 23 countries in the last 10 years or so.
I
And
remember upon meeting you, it was the spirit was very strong, and like,
yeah, you said you're lit because you
yeah, you're
said who
lit.
you said, yeah, you
Yeah,
said you're Christ. I said, yeah, I'm Christ.
I think I said that, but said you're lit.
And then then I was in a very, very steamy bathroom and I took off
Yeah,
my
and
clothes.
the Russian was on the phone
And
as well, Alex, and
yeah, I know. She sent me a little private message and she's,
people will be annoying.
hey, look, you're just not like that anymore. Now you're
It's
my
fine.
I'm the
Continue on.
look at the ring. I'm the Lion King. You're my lioness pride. How do you like it?
I like the ring. That's a cool ring.
Yeah, of course it's
Where,
a cool ring. I got
where
rings for
did
all
you
my
get that from?
lionesses.
Where did you get that?
From from God, from Dad. Mom got me a three. She got me a three and a quarter platinum rings with love diamonds. It didn't come out of Africa, so I have each one of them. I had to put $35,000 of insurance down on each one of those things,
Really?
and one of them has Emily's name inscribed on the inside of it.
No, it does not.
Yes, it does.
It does not.
It does too. I literally have been thinking a lot about myself because I haven't been thinking about you all very much. But it's
No,
because
you've
we're
left
been
me. You left me. You were my big brother at times, and you were helping me, and you just left me
no, I
in the
didn't leave you.
field.
You got to remember that you we all fight. We've all been fighting this war in our own ways.
Yeah.
But I've been building, and what we were talking about earlier is what I was building and why it is what it is and how it ended the game. What I built is something called the International Coin and Public Offering International Exchange. And it's an exchange of businesses. It's an exchange for people as well. And it's a choreography of how harmony works and how we create what we are in true energetic form and how energy can be transferred and valued in currency and how mathematics was the first thing that I fixed on this planet. And also, in conjunction with that, how we make this planet a fun-centric zone. Okay, so
What?
the first thing that we did was we
Oh,
said fun-centric.
oh, fun centric. Yeah.
Fun-centric. Yeah. So first I said, why are we measuring GDP? GDP is something called gross domestic product. And gross domestic product is the valuation of economies and the economic indicator in which economies are valued at. And why they exist is because the companies that create the economies are now put to bear for those economies to create a credit rating for the countries that these companies are working within.
Yes, you
Okay,
know
so I
I
hope
don't
that
like
wasn't a
business,
mouthful.
but
But
it's
we got to talk about it because this is the stuff that they're going to be asking me, and this is the important stuff because this is what changed everyone's life. This is what
yes.
killed the Illuminati.
Okay.
Okay, this is what unlocked. And by the way, the other
Ground.
thing that's very important for us to say is that we're no longer a nuclear world. I ended
Okay.
nuclear. So this is celebration time,
The
and it
aliens
hasn't
will
hit
be
it.
excited.
Let me tell you something else. They're like poking me a little bit because this hasn't even hit me very well yet. But this hasn't settled in all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I gotta get this
ICPO.
out.
Yeah, this is right. And baby, you look so fucking sexy, dear.
I gotta get it out. It's really helping.
Yeah, this is good because this is what I need to see. When I start talking about this, like I see you like just starting to melt. Oh yeah.
There's
ICPO is
literally like a
sexy.
pinch. It's like I'm
I
trying
see.
to
This
find.
is it. Do you feel it in your pussy?
No.
Not yet? Right. Okay.
No,
So
I don't even
I'm
mean not yet, not
I'm
ever.
connecting. I'm
Well,
Mother Earth,
not towards
your mother, my
man.
daughter, my daughter, your mother, who's so
Yes.
connected. She's so connected to you, by the way. She told me she's just feeling you right now. She's feeling every pain in your body, and she's hoping your shoes are off. Are your shoes off?
Yes, my shoes are up.
And she wants you to wet your feet.
I don't want to do that.
Okay. She says, wet your feet. Oh, she said she's talking to me. No, I don't want to wet my feet either. She said, go play,
No,
guys.
no,
Okay,
we're just
okay.
saying we're
Okay, she
lazy.
said, okay, she said, okay, this is, she said, go ahead and connect it to each other. All right, so say, I connect to you. Say, I connect to you. I love you. She says, I love you.
I love you.
Hey, look, we're still, in some ways, we
What?
still got to listen to we always have to listen to our divine parents. Don't forget that they're very big, and the way that we're going to start getting reconnected to them in massive ways. And now I'm starting to feel you. You're starting to feel me too, huh? Are you feeling it now, aren't you?
No, Chris. I'm literally just getting
You
energies
didn't call
out.
me Chris. You just called me Chris.
Yes,
11 times out of 10 is JC's fault. And that's me, baby. Yeah, huh? You feel it now, don't be she, mom?
I'm
Love pink.
beyond the
Oh, I love
feels.
pink. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what they
Chris,
want. Yeah, hey,
Chris,
look, this is what they want us to do.
being unapologetically expressive is actually helping. Like it's been,
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's
yeah.
fun. Look, we're gonna be doing days and days and days of these fucking interviews. We don't have to get it like so perfect on the first one. Sometimes we
No,
get to
it's
say
very
like,
raw and authentic. Like it is
yeah,
what it is. So
I'm
that's
putting
your
in a
new
car.
car.
Yeah, this is a new car.
Where are you going to take it for a drive first?
Now, where are you gonna go? I want to put first. I want to make out with you in the back seat.
Because you've gone into an energy now.
Yeah, yeah. Huh? You like it?
No, I don't feel like I'm observing it.
I can actually. They told me
No,
you feel.
you guys imagine that one would be
I'm not
affected.
imagining shit. I can feel it too because I can feel it in my dick, and I'm not touching my dick.
Chris, turn the camera back around. You're being recorded, bro.
I don't care. Look, dude, this is my planet now. I can do whatever I want. I'm the king.
Bro, if you don't turn the camera around, I'm stopping the recording.
Oh, hold on. I need to start writing. Oh, look. Okay, we got New York. Okay, so fun. Look at this over here. New York, East Side. Moving on up to the.
Where's
And I
your
got a
other
whole bunch of
hand
them.
on the camera?
What's that?
Where's your other hand holding the camera?
Right here.
Yes,
Yep.
great. The
Okay.
Lion King, Lion
Yes.
of Judah.
I got a whole bunch of just like fun stuff, right?
Okay.
So, yeah, that's right. And
What are those
I'm,
gloves?
I'm so wild. You have no idea, like so I've been buying Santa Claus stuff. The gloves are for the
Yeah.
Harley. We got a Harley over here. I got a contract. We got contracts for like fucking spaceports, $696 million. Spaceports and
All right. So
stuff.
we're talking about all the idols of money, but yes.
Well, your money is something that's very important. That's what you. So you were told that money wasn't important because they were stealing it from you. So they didn't want you to
Yeah, I
only
know.
care about money. You know what that
Yep.
means? That means that you are owed a massive amount
Yes.
of money and energy. That
Yes.
your energy per minute, what they were sucking out of you, and why you die and why you rot. Let me tell you something about. I'll turn around for this about the universe. You look at the universe and you take a picture of the universe from any point in time. I'm in a place that has beautiful pictures of the universe because we're, the forefront of Hubble telescope. And I don't need to talk about it. But you do that from any place. I'm sure you have beautiful telescopes over in Australia too. And
Yes.
you find that the universe is a perfect spatial picture and it does no rot anywhere. Everything looks perfect in that picture. And then you
Hmm.
continue to watch it expand, 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 and expand in all directions, in all dimensions, in all ways, and weaves and grids and spatial times and spliced times and wormholes and all these beautiful. Do you know how beautiful it is? The universe is it's like this
Yeah, it's
huge
amazing.
playground.
And
And
there's
that
the nursery, like where the stars are born.
Yeah, that's what our mom is. She's a
Black
nebula.
holes are very
She's an
interesting.
yeah, yes, yes, yeah. Well, no, black holes are not so interesting. We don't need to make any more of those.
Yeah.
No, look, this was the black hole, baby.
Yeah, time will stop. And
Do you hear me? This is the Illuminati got here through a black hole.
okay.
And we have
I'm
we there's we,
surprised.
and we were and we have a laboratory that needs anybody who is watching this now that has any authorization, make sure you get me on a call today to discuss with the head of the certain laboratory in Switzerland that we needed to be shutting the certain laboratory down. We're not any longer a population of people who break their toys or break the building blocks of matter itself. That's not what the atoms were made for. Atoms were the creation of that were born for creativity. So
Yeah.
it's like looking at a little boy who's taking his Legos and lighting them on fire or something with matches. And we
Yeah.
say, no, you don't do that. And now we
Yeah.
have grown scientists that think they're so smart, and then they're lighting matches on fire. They're taking those little atoms, the ions, the neurons, the protons, all those, and how they go around each other in such perfect, so fast. Do you know how much fun they're having? That you're destroying their fun. They're having so much fun that they don't even see or know you. They don't even care about you. They're having so much fun, and then we get them. That was my job. That was my favorite thing to do when I was a little kid. I get to see them. Wow, those are so cool. And those are so neat. I love them. And they were so sensitive too, because you had to be really careful with them. You don't want to hurt an atom. And then you get these people who think they're so smart that they're gods themselves, that are destructors. And then they build billions and billions of dollars of infrastructure to go smash little babies together.
What? The
That's what they
atoms.
do. Yeah. So I'm here to save the atoms.
Yay.
How stupid is that to be a destroyer? What happens when you destroy? That's how
I
you
mean,
get to zero.
that's why they have Shiva at the front of
You
the
know,
house.
the cosmic joke of it all is so funny to think, but it's not funny because it's bad, but it is it's like it's not funny. It's funny, not
There
funny.
is a dimension where it is cosmic humor. In the end,
Yeah,
it is a
and you
it
get
is
it
a laugh.
sometimes, and you're like, man, we just got how did I got it finally. That's it. I got it. They came to me this last year. It was last night. I was sitting there. I was like, okay, I won. We got it. Everything is coming together. I was talking to Maria. I was talking to several of my wives, and we were all connected, and we were all talking to each other. And I was, oh my God, it's so fucking crazy. It's so crazy how we are now. I'm now Holy Spirit is like fully inside of me now again. And so we go through the waves. It's still
Yeah.
an ebb and flow, but pretty soon that ebb and flow changes into an all flow time. And then the
Yes.
density of it and the dropping of it. And I'm walking around and I'm my purview and my paradigm view is very different probably than most people, but it's very psychedelic, my vision.
Same.
Everything is psychedelic, and it's and I see the escapes moving because I move things. And when I
Yeah.
move, something
With the
else moves.
intention of your focused awareness, you can
It's not an
guide.
intention. It actually no, it's
No?
different than that because
No.
I was in a position of responsibility to things uh reacting, to knowing the reaction of what I'm doing because they were purposely trying to counter my person of reaction as their number one target of enemy source fire.
Yeah.
And when I just said source fire, I just fired it. So we just fired on anything that because we still it's not over. There's, you'll know when it's over. And by the way, and it won't be long, but Mother Earth is a ship. Okay, she's not just a planet. We're not all in bondage together. We're not supposed to be in bondage together. We've been held in bondage together to to help each other. But she's been very sick. Very sick as a little girl. She's 13 years old in celestial years. Our mother, and she's going through
Interesting.
her yeah, she's going through a rite of passage, and her rite of passage is to go into different vibrational levels. And it's sexy, it's fun. She gets to experience things, and she gets to have her. And we're not to like you. We're not scared to talk about uh, sexual experiences, we encourage them because it's the most powerful part of you that the Illuminati stole and told you to be ashamed and scared to talk about and fearful to experience. And that's the most important and powerful part, especially of the feminine, because it's your power sector, and that's what you can harness and you can explore it, and it makes you it makes you as graceful as Princess Diana and as sultry
Mm.
as Marilyn Monroe and as classy as Jacqueline Onassis. That's what you are, and more than that. And because you get to live a much longer time. So you get
Yeah.
to go and meet children where we might have to go and find other dark species that are of the
Like
extractionary.
vampires.
No, you vampires,
I
it was
loved
evolution
them.
of us too. So yeah, vampires, we don't like to, yeah, we don't like to eat blood.
No, not in that sense.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah,
spirit, like
spit.
eating. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, blood's okay actually. I mean, look, we play, you gotta remember there's like some variables. Of course, my blood is $4 billion a pint, by the way, if you want, or $4 billion a vial if you want some of mine. But that's if you have a lot of money. If you don't, and we're gonna work on a distribution chain for my blood as well. And that's
You
gonna
just
be
thought of
handled
that
by,
just there.
well, because it's part of it. It's a very long,
Was
it was
eat
the
me,
first
drink me.
it was the first thing that I had to do this morning was put out a note to Dr. Joy Jude Babu, who's going to be handling my physical transport and my transport of my body because I'm valuable. My body is valuable and my body DNA is valuable.
Same.
But I love you so much. You know that?
Yes, I think I'm gonna hop off soon because I'm really quite blissed out. It's
Cool.
nearly midnight.
Oh, it's midnight over there. Oh, cool. Hold on. I
Yeah.
just got something coming in. Let me see that. Dun, 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 dun,
However,
dun.
I will put this up and I we will do a lot more of these. I just got Zoom back today so that I could
Let,
we can
let me
even go
put
live and
something.
stuff like that.
This is, hold on. I want to put something on this link here, and I'm going to read this out loud. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. World peace now, in God's name, Zeus, Jesus, Wellington, Christ. And the reason why we talk about Zeus is because Zeus was my name that recognized something very important, and that is God is electric. And the
How
reason
long
why
does
I
this
tell
go
you that
for?
God is what?
How long does this go for, the speech?
No, it's not very long.
Not very long.
There's no haste in heaven.
I know. There's no time.
This is no,
However,
there's no
there's
time. This is your first
plenty
day
of
of
time.
heaven. This is your first day of heaven.
It really has, it felt like that today.
Yeah, it's your first day of heaven. You called me right on time. I love you so much. I love you. 5:43 means I love you. 5:43 means we're
Yeah,
chained
it
in
was
love.
perfect timing. You were there straight away. You saw my message. You hadn't been online in like 15 hours,
Yeah,
it said. And then,
you called me at 4:23.
yeah,
It's been 1 hour.
has only been an hour. Wow, it feels like we've gone in many dimensions.
We haven't. Okay, are you ready? So the
Let me have a
return of
look.
King Jesus, the return of, oh, and I'm gonna play the music. Tell me if you can hear this. Can you hear that?
Uh, no,
Not at all?
not at all.
Okay, that's okay. Okay. It's called The Return of King Jesus Christ Wellington, the Radical Transformational Therapy and the Radical Transition Programming from what used to be a pandemic of divine species on this planet to the transference to superhuman and what it means and how you're going to project love to receive love from your divine families, your family of generations and generations and dynasties of gods and goddess creators that love you so much, and that this has been being watched by planetary sources and planets and people all over the galaxies from far, far away have been watching what's going on here with tears in their eyes about what has happened, just like people watch today when we see Netanyahu bombing our little brothers and sisters in Palestine. And we see our administration of Biden putting uh, people at risk of in Ukraine. And I know that you're not resonating with that, Emily, but it's very important that we talk about these things. And I can
Yeah, I
feel you.
just I
I can
just
feel you. Nope. But I want you to know that I feel you very much and I'm very sensitive. So you're gonna have to start paying attention to me when I talk about these things. 'Cause when I talk about something like that, it's so important because it means that
Yeah, I understand.
your evolution is going to require you to do something. It's going to require you to start having compassion for people that you can't see and feel.
Yes, I know. That is very true.
Okay.
You are correct. Good
Thank you.
advice.
World peace now in God's name. Zeus, Jesus, Wellington, Christ.
Are you
Thumbnail
starting again?
picture. Huh?
Did you
Oh,
start again?
yes, I can. And let me copy and paste it into this because this has your beautiful picture on it. And that's, I think, what
No,
mom. Yes, it does.
you've read this to me before, but we're getting it on
It's just-
record so we can get
There we
out, yeah?
go. Yeah, and also, I'm putting in the link for the.
You don't need to start again.
There you go. There. That's what I wanted to put.
Very good.
Can you put that? Can you put that? It's on the thing. Is that for
Yes,
everybody?
I'll put it in the description below the video. Everyone can see it.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for sending it.
Okay. And you know what my biggest fear is, everybody?
What?
My biggest fear isn't like, isn't like God and Mama God and my uncles and my aunts and my angel mother and my godmother on earth. It's not them and the people who know me. It's not even you really, because I know that you're gonna be proud of me. But it's my biggest fear is the population of everybody on earth that they're not gonna like me.
No.
But they're gonna like me. I know that I'm charming. I know I'm stylish. I
You're
know I'm
very
witty. I know
individual. You've got
I'm
a very
cool.
strong, you
But
are
what I'm
cool. You've
saying
got
is,
a strong,
I'm not even talking about like me because of me. I'm talking about like that they're jealous of me and they hate on me and then they're gonna persecute me and they're going to say why you, and that's what they're going to say. They're going to say why you, but they don't know that I had to deal with being put in a chemical bath to save their lives.
what?
Huh. And
What's
they didn't
that?
know that. It's a, it was a scalding tub of chemicals where they held me in order to try and retrieve information from me
Where did this
about our
happen?
war. It was in Arizona.
When?
Oh, months back. But let's say 6, 7 years ago, that
Okay.
I was thrown in a prison in Athens, Greece, fighting this war, and it was a 5.5 foot cell where I'm 6 feet tall. I couldn't even stand up. So and on the floor was nothing but blood and feces. That I spent nights and nights in jail cells and deep in Mexico that didn't have any furniture and everyone was just laid on the floor with shit and piss on the floors
Really? How
fighting
long
this
did you
war
stay there for?
for weeks sometimes. I don't
Yeah.
remember sometimes. That I've been waterboarded. I've been beat. I've had my toenails pulled out. I've had blood. I've had blood and stitches coming out of my face just recently.
Mm.
I've had I've been beaten by demons. Literally, this is people don't understand what I've gone through
No,
and
I've witnessed
what I've
those things.
sacrificed. And so just FYI, so I worry because they why you? And I say, well, who else? Who else would you put in this fucking planet to run this planet? You got who do you look up to? Do you look up to Donald Trump? Do you look up to Putin? Do you look up to Netanyahu? Do you look up to what leaders do you look up to here? Where's the leaders here? I'm wondering where the leaders are because I still see rocks on the road. And my kids don't walk around barefoot around here anywhere. So where are the parents around here that are taking care of it? Where are the parents here even? Parents, you're done. Leaders, you're done. What do you mean, why me? Because I see it and you don't. And I call it out and you don't. That's why.
That's why.
Simple, yes.
That was good.
Thank you.